Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to the basement for episode 3 of season 1 of Black Sails. Where we left off. Okay. So it appears that now everybody and their mothers knows about this search for this treasure ship. And we have a schedule. A schedule, not a map, but a schedule. So basically we're just following its footsteps. Is that the plan? Not the plan. And then ambush. Why would you keep it all on a ship? But anywho, so John being hunted decides to memorize the schedule and burn it. Interesting plot point. One, you know the handwriting wasn't the best probably. There was a lot of information on that page. Lighting was for shit. You're under duress. How good is John's memory? But if that's what the storytellers want us to go with, okay, fine. It's interesting. It's a fun idea because this keeps John alive. For now. Flint has gone home? Question mark. And Eleanor and Max. We have Max going, Eleanor, come with me. We will live our lives. I will never leave you. I will love you forever. Oh, you have turned on me. Then get out. We are done forever. But Anne's after Max, or at least trailing her. We shall see. Yeah, I think that was the highlights of episode 2. Only episode 2, but I'm excited to get to it, and I know you are for me as well. So we are going to get under the big cozy blanket because the spring weather in Seattle has turned gray and cloudy. And what do I have? And on the theme of citrus drinks, I'm sticking with a strawberry lemonade because I still have a full roster of things to do today. Let me know what you're drinking. Also remember, full episode watch along is available on Patreon. You take your copy of the show, which I'm watching on from Netflix. Take mine. When I say play, we push play, sync up the sound, and we'll watch together. Or you can just watch this right now in reactions. Okay. Let's get to it.
Who stole it was offered to sell it to me.
5,000 pesos in pearls.
Jack. Question about Jack. Jack has the authority to essentially wipe out their reserves for that ship. That's what went down? He has that much power, and Vane gave him that much power to just take out pretty much all their money, do what he wills, essentially. How do you keep a shirt that white in that time period, in any capacity?
You're dripping blood across my floor. Never tied this bandage.
Not white anymore.
Drunk.
I think both.
Yes. That was a good effect.
It's really not as bad as it looks.
It's infected. It's got sepsis.
I found him, Miranda.
Parrish's ship. You found a schedule.
Wow. Now, how can you trust this is true, whatever it is he's writing down?
She's gone.
She's gone, are you sure?
You're just now figuring this out.
I told her I would protect her. Did she not believe me? She chose this, not me.
Oh, just like that? Just like that. Just like that.
I was hoping to have you all to myself.
They have visitors.
About that.
Oh, that's where they're going to stash him. They dragged his ass onto the ship and off the ship, or they just leave him in the little boat the whole time. Oh no.
You promised us a score,
That I did.
and now there's no score.
There would not appear to be, no.
And I lost all the pearls.
I assure you all, what happened last night was as disappointing to me as it was to you. But if you're quite certain my value to this crew is exhausted, then by all means elect yourselves a new quartermaster.
Make it right, Jack.
How?
Quickly.
Do they know about John and the memorization? And what's Bane gonna do about it? Can't trust that's true.
Where's the rest?
Bianca has a planned stop to take on water somewhere on the coast of Florida. That's the...
This describes a course that ends miles short of the coast. Where's the rest of the course?
I'm gonna give it to Vane.
And if I were to write it all down, then what's to stop you from killing me right here?
You have to take him with you.
What if I were to remain with your crew? If what I tell you is in any way incorrect, well, you can do with me what you will.
Because John can't claim it by himself. He needs a crew.
What's to stop me from killing you anyway?
We'll become friends by then.
That's a few weeks from now, isn't it? We might be friends by then.
I'm friends with no one, little boy.
We're moving ahead. Mr. Gates and I will begin our search for a consort. This is not a task we'll be able to complete without the assistance of another ship.
Captain, can we just discuss this? Because...
me outside, Billy.
What else does Billy want?
We'll need some additional items that will exceed our normal demands.
You'll have it.
New guns, 12-pounders, at least a dozen of them.
They have that much of that on the island?
You'll have it.
This is quite the investment.
Mr. Silver here has lost a wager to me. Owes me the rest of the day helping you peel. Give me a yell if he tries to wander off. Peel.
Because you're supposed to be the cook, right?
That's all do if you should wonder.
At least we're all clear now.
I haven't seen a pair of 12-pound guns on this island in months.
A pair? He hasn't seen a pair? And he needs 6 times that?
In less than 4 weeks.
The warehouse is empty. Then he'll have to help us.
Who?
My father.
Does she not know her father's incapacitated and wasn't officially arrested?
I'm still trying to figure out how this whole place works myself. And I hear Mr. Singleton making what sounds to me to be a lot of sense. Then less than a day later, he's dead. Flint remains, and everyone seems to have forgotten that any of it ever happened. Do you know of people who still harbor some anger towards the captain? If you knew someone like that, I'd be very curious as to what they had to say.
Don't think that would work in John's best effort right now. Oh, and you're still kind of lucid. Oh.
We lost a lot of
Oh, and she knew. Okay. There was information exchanged. I was not aware.
Father, I need your help. If we're to stay in business here, we need a new partner. Someone with ships and legitimacy. Someone we can trust not to cross you. I can do this. Why the fuck are you kidding?
It's help me or flee to Boston. Beg your father and brothers for sanctuary. You'll be right back in the parlor room, listening through a crack in the door to where the real business is being done. Back to where you started, before you brought Mother and myself here. And we made you into the man that you always insisted to them that you were. Think on that, while you sit here and pretend that helping me isn't the only choice you have.
Yeah, I was wondering, what else is he going to do? What are his options?
I just find it hard to believe.
They're gonna jump Billy.
Billy's been asking round about us. You know Flint lied about Singleton. You know what he is.
So if they don't want to be on Flint's ship, why don't they just go somewhere else?
I've been talking with our friend Randall. My suspicions about our captain.
Ever since then, this chair has resided here atop my fort from which I survey the harbor.
Look at that water! Even if it's fake, it's beautiful!
How are you, Ben?
How are you, Ben? Don't be pleasant with me. I know why you're here. The Lurker de Lima.
Yep, word has gotten around.
Bro, I'm to be Flint's new consort, huh? Is that what it is? He couldn't come down here and ask me himself.
He thinks you don't like him.
But he's right. The man's arrogant and presumptuous.
Be that as it may, he doesn't want you as the consort.
And what does he want?
Your guns?
Your ship and your crew. The offer is 1 share per man, 2 for you personally.
And who exactly is going to captain my ship under these arrangements?
Uh-huh. Mr. Gates, are you?
Oh, you!
Oh, don't say it like that. Your ship is sound. Your crew know and trust me. It makes the most sense.
You assume too much. I'm not even certain my men trust me at this stage.
Any news from your friends in Edinburgh?
The last I heard, James fled to France. I promised my men that if they stayed with me, they'd be soldiers again. That they'd be part of a rebel navy, fighting a war to restore a rightful king.
Oh, we're talking Jacobite Revolution here? Rebellion.
And what do I tell Flint?
That after 50 years at sea, you're the only man I've ever met that's gotten dumber with age.
So that's he's giving you his ships, or is he making you keep him as captain?
There, the short-haired gentleman goes by Mr. Turk, Randall, and the man in black. They are what's left of your mutiny.
And now you're telling me why?
I want to live. Earning your trust seemed like a good start toward that end. Would you like to know what Mr. Turk shared with me about our beloved captain?
Turk thinks Flint is undead, walks the earth without a soul. He believes there's a witch who lives deep inside the island who controls his every move.
More or less, yes.
Morley I had no idea about.
How could you not? He's constantly looking like this.
How dangerous can he be?
Enough.
Mind if I sit down?
Oh.
Congratulations are in order.
Oh.
The Royal Lion as consort to Aurora since your first command, isn't it?
Get up and walk away.
When we indulge in their
I don't know what you're after, Jack, but you sound like one desperate motherfucker to me.
Mm-hmm.
Has this got anything to do with that massive stash of pearls you lost?
And that news traveled quickly as well.
Perhaps instead of pestering me, you should be out there looking for a boat.
And holding your breath.
It won't take much for you to lose that new crew of yours.
Oh, we've got a little threat happening.
But the moment the Urka looms close and the first shot is fired in anger, you know exactly what every last man in that crew will be thinking. Christ almighty, I wish we had a captain 30 years younger.
Yeah, I guess Flint and Vane of the captains we have seen are on the younger side. We're not going to make Jack a captain.
I think you have a better idea for the consort than the one we discussed.
Oh, he's going to recommend Vane. No.
Different captain. Comes with his own crew.
No.
Who? Charles Vane.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that.
That wasn't a joke, was it?
Because the Ranger is twice the ship the Lion is. More men, more guns. More importantly, the captain is strong in a fight, second only to you.
More testosterone, more dick flapping. You know what I mean?
Where's this coming from?
Fear. He's afraid.
From where I'm sitting without Vane, we don't have the Urca.
There isn't another ship anywhere in the vicinity.
What makes you even think he would do it?
Chance to screw you over at any second.
Fuck you, Jack.
I understand your feelings, but humbly, I'm not certain this is entirely your choice.
You already told the crew.
Oh. Oh.
If we swallow our pride and help Flint land the Urca, who else on this island stands to benefit? Who else might see you in a different light?
Is Vane still carrying a torch for Eleanor? I need that story. I need the story.
What did you have to threaten him with to get him to agree to this?
This was his idea. Here we go.
Here we go.
Shall we begin? Given recent events, it's encouraging to know that we can still rise above our differences in the spirit of mutual...
I want to talk about Mosiah.
Oh, Mosiah.
About him.
You killed him.
He's dead. And before we rise above anything, I want to hear your cowardly fuck of a captain apologize for it.
I have a question, so I can remember it in a moment.
Confer with my colleague. Outside?
Okay, while they're conferring, if Vane had gotten the schedule, who would he have picked to be the consort?
When I said we would need to keep our tempers in check if we were going to make this meeting happen, I should have specified we'd need to do so for the duration of the meeting as well. Not to worry, simple setback. Now we have clarity and a unity of vision. I feel good. You? If we can't sell it to our men, having lost a valued and respected brother, they will want to know what's been done about it.
Are you going to give up Anne?
Without accepting responsibility for your loss, I can see a small allowance being made. How much did you have in mind?
£10,000. That's from Mosiah. Now let's talk about his man that you killed.
No, it's all right. We can wait.
It's gonna be a long meeting.
Well, at this rate, the Urca will get to Cadiz and back again before we resolve anything.
Are you as surprised as I am? And I'm the only one here behaving myself.
I think he's waiting for the opportune moment.
Share half for the captain, one for the ship. Injuries come out of your end. But your men get priority on unique items.
Ooh.
I can't remember what the other deal
Well,
was.
if the terms are agreeable, my concern is who will enforce them. I'd feel much better if our deal had a more impartial guarantor. Her father. Certainly he can be persuaded to come down off the mountain, as it were, bless our little arrangement.
No.
Perhaps it would be wise to revisit our terms to account for this added risk.
No one's revisiting shit. We had a fucking deal.
I've heard enough. The terms are fine.
Because he trusts Eleanor.
Her word's good enough for me.
For now. I think everything.
And it's good enough for you, too.
I think everything on this show is for now.
Can we consider this a deal?
I have a thing about handshakes. That was a funky little handshake.
You're too clever for your own good, Jack.
Regardless, our fortunes appear to be on the rise.
For now.
Perhaps it's time you finished cleaning up last night's mess before someone finds out.
What's the other thing? What's the other thing? Was that Max? He has Max.
friend. She put guard to your door. Tried to protect you. You left anyway. Why?
You really have to ask. How did you feel when she threw you aside?
When she's ready, get her on a boat.
What if she comes back?
She won't.
Jack, don't take her out.
Do it after dark. And do it quietly.
So we don't know what his skill set is about what he wants, how he goes about getting it, and whatnot.
This, the truest form of love, love through suffering. Do you believe this?
It's not to be believed or disbelieved. It's God's gospel truth, is it not?
Thy navel is like a round goblet, which wanteth not liquor. Thy breasts are like two fawns, twins of a gazelle, and thy breasts like clusters of grapes.
Then that sounds like a medical issue.
God wrote that too. True love shouldn't require suffering, and you don't have to take my word for it.
I've got a bad feeling. Is he dreaming this? I'm suspicious, yes.
Hello, Jack.
This is not quiet at all.
It's up to us when we're done with her.
Captain, the men. I need you now. Oh, shit. Wait.
Oh. Eleanor. Well, Vane, you gotta assert your authority somehow.
You did this. Listen to me very carefully. You are, all of you, this whole crew, as of right now, finished. You will not sell anything. You will not buy anything. You will not eat anything.
Unless...
Unless you decide right now to elect yourselves a new captain. Unless you decide to join the crew of Captain Flint.
What?
You will join his crew and you will grant him disposal of your ship.
Where are you going?
This is either highly convenient or something. This, how do you... How does the rest of the deal work out?
You move. You die.
Oh, Anne was going to turn.
We could have left. We could have been free. He didn't do this to me.
You did.
You did. Actions cost you your purse. Until the debt is paid, I'm yours.
Oh. Oh, Max.
What the hell just It looks like she just gave us a ship.
With a crew that's questionable.
Ship with no captain.
where does that leave Vane? Who's who? Billy, what you up to?
Billy, is my watch up?
Mm-hmm.
So, what now?
Off the side.
You here to threaten me?
What the captain wants to accomplish here, our survival hangs in the balance.
I've got a right to think what I think.
Well, then say it. Singleton stole the page. Saw it with my own eyes.
I may be wrong about Singleton, but I'm not wrong about Flint. To him, we're all disposable.
I don't believe that.
That's because you don't know about Mrs. Barlow.
And what's the story about Mrs. Barlow?
You were right. This is a remarkable book.
Let me skip ahead for you.
I hear you say, how unlucky that this should happen to me.
Now, what's Mr. Scott gonna say?
Perhaps say instead, how lucky I am that I am not broken by what has happened, but not many who would have absorbed it without capitulation or complaint.
Man, those candles are fire hazards galore. Any boosh. So there was a lot of chess playing here. This person moved here, so this person moved here, and then this person moved here, and then this person moved here. And because the plan kept switching, I was losing track of what was happening. And everything was tenuous at best because we knew the players involved. Truthfully, almost every single person is out for themselves. Max is the closest, one little step closer to thinking about someone else. Gates kind of uncertain, Billy kind of uncertain. But because everybody's out for themselves, I'm expecting everybody to backstab each other. So chaos is gonna reign. Haha. If they ever get off this island and actually look for the Urca, that's probably season 3. I don't know. Eleanor. So Vane kind of just holds his tongue during this kind of contentious meeting, picks a logical or helpful choice, and you're ready to jump him. That's all it took. That's all. At that time, I might get the squinty eye. What? That's it. But Max is still around. And now she's on Vane's side. Now what's going to happen to Vane? He has no ship, essentially. Eleanor could just take the ship. The crew is, I don't know where their loyalties are going to lie. So Vane's got a handful of people. Does he get a new ship? So, like, what does that, where does that? And Mr. Guthrie, I don't know what his plans are. Okay, so we're still laying a lot of pieces of the puzzle out and how they fit together. I don't know. Oh, okay, question for all you historical boaty people. What exactly does a boatswain do? So we got the captain. Looks like quartermaster is assistant captain. What's a boatswain do? Yeah, I think that will, I don't know if that will help me or confuse me more. But like, what exactly is kind of like Billy's role in the ship? And does the Vane have a boatswain? Does Vane have a boatswain on his ship? Yeah, think that's where I'm at right now, because everything's still being laid out. And where John is the constant chaos wild card, where he comes into play. There we go, episode 3. That was only episode 3. Holy shit. Thank you so much for being with me. And this is your reminder that if you have not in a while, stand up and then walk around your living room, get some water, stay hydrated, stretch, and then come back and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, y'all, and until next time.